Have you ever said something so simple that it sparked an immediate reaction in a woman? What if I told you there are only two words that, if used with intention and authenticity, can instantly ignite attraction? Welcome, brother, to this new episode of Rise of Stoic, where we unravel the secrets of female psychology from the perspective of stoicism, masculine presence, and emotional mastery. Today, you're not just going to hear some advice, you're going to forever transform the way you communicate with women. Get ready, because throughout this video, you're going to learn much more than you can imagine. We're going to debunk beliefs, expose hidden truths, and reveal how two seemingly common words can become your most powerful weapon. So get comfortable, pay attention, and if at the end you feel this content has left a mark on you, leave a comment with the secret word cold, so we know you're one of the men who awaken, not one of those who sleep. Let's go. Attraction isn't a logical process, it's a profoundly emotional phenomenon. Many men try to impress with facts, statistics, or personal achievements, thinking that this will win a woman's interest. But what truly moves a woman isn't what you do, but how you make her feel. Emotions are the true language of female desire, and if you don't know how to speak it, you'll be left out of the game, no matter how perfect you seem on paper. That's why some ordinary men manage to win over women others consider unattainable, because they know how to ignite emotions, not sell arguments. When a woman feels emotionally connected to you, it doesn't matter if you're tall, muscular, or rich. What matters is how you make her feel special, seen, and confident. And this is where most fail, because they try to convince with logic instead of stirring emotions. Logic is useful for explaining, but not for making someone fall in love. A woman stays because of how you make her feel in your presence, not because of the technical jargon you use. And if you understand this, you're already ahead of 90% of men. Often, emotional language is silent. A steady gaze, a pause before speaking, a calming gesture can have more impact than 1,000 carefully crafted phrases, because emotions go beyond words, they are felt. Women have a very sharp emotional radar. They detect insecurity, desperation, and doubt, just as they detect confidence, stability, and firm intention. And these two words I'll teach you today awaken precisely that, a deep emotional reaction. We have to stop thinking that attraction is won. It's not a prize, it's a response. When you position yourself as a man who doesn't need to convince, but simply exudes presence, you're taking the first step toward real attraction. Not forced, not manipulated, but genuine. Women don't want to be told how amazing they are. They want to feel that when they're with you, they don't need to pretend. And that state is achieved through emotional connection, not magic formulas. That's why before using words, you must change your presence. What you say matters, yes, but what you project with your silence matters even more. A woman connects with what she feels when she's with you, not what you expect her to think. Emotions govern attraction. If you want to master this art, stop talking so much and start feeling more. And then, when you say those two words, she won't just hear them, she'll feel them in her skin. Not all words are created equal. Some fade into the air like noise. Others linger in the mind like an echo that won't go away. The words that truly impact aren't necessarily complex or sophisticated. They're the ones that touch a nerve. A woman may forget what you did for her, but she'll never forget how you made her feel with a single word. The key is choosing the right moment, tone, and intention. It's an art, not a formula. The power of certain words lies in their ability to trigger subconscious emotions. Many times, a woman won't be able to explain why she was attracted to you, but you'll know that those two words created the bridge, because behind them there's no manipulation, but rather an affirmation of your personal worth. Those words work because they don't try to impress, but to connect. Because they don't seek to provoke immediate desire, but to resonate deep within her emotional identity. There are men who talk too much and say nothing, and there are men who, with two words, can change an entire conversation.
Men's language needs to learn to be more precise, cleaner, more powerful. When you learn to use the right words, you don't need to embellish them. Attraction isn't manufactured with speeches, it's sparked with truth.